The Art of Indifference by Mánson presents a bold and unconventional perspective on happiness, success, and personal fulfillment. The book begins by emphasizing that life is inherently full of problems, and attempting to eliminate all problems is impossible and counterproductive. Mánson argues that most people focus on trivial matters or seek to meet societal expectations, such as pursuing money, fame, or approval, which often leads to chronic frustration, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Instead, true happiness arises from choosing the problems we are willing to face and taking responsibility for our choices, rather than expending energy on things that do not matter. The core idea of the book is that indifference is not about ignoring life or avoiding problems. It is about carefully selecting what is truly worth our attention. Human attention and energy are limited, and wasting them on unimportant concerns leads to stress and unhappiness. Therefore, Mánson stresses the importance of identifying core personal values, such as honesty, personal growth, meaningful relationships, and learning, rather than superficial values like wealth or status, which often generate more problems than benefits. The book places significant emphasis on failure as a necessary and valuable part of life. Failure is not the end, but an indication that one is attempting something meaningful, stepping out of comfort zones, and growing. People who avoid failure at all costs often live restricted and unfulfilled lives, whereas those who embrace and learn from failure develop resilience, strength, and wisdom. Closely related to this is the concept of personal responsibility. Even when events are beyond our control, we are responsible for how we respond to them and for making choices aligned with our values and goals. Mánson also highlights the importance of setting boundaries in relationships and life. Healthy relationships require the ability to say no to unimportant or conflicting demands and to stop trying to please everyone. This builds independence, self-confidence, and reduces the stress caused by others' expectations. Another key theme is facing reality and being honest with oneself. Many people live in denial or avoid confronting uncomfortable truths, but acknowledging these truths is the first step toward growth and self-improvement. Mánson extends this idea to contemplating mortality. Awareness of life's limitations encourages focus on what truly matters, prioritizing meaningful problems, and directing our time and energy toward pursuits that provide real satisfaction. Furthermore, the book argues that happiness and fulfillment do not come from striving for perfection or attempting to achieve everything, but from intelligently choosing priorities, accepting reality as it is, and developing the capacity to deal with life's problems in a conscious and constructive way. Success is not measured by achievements, wealth, or fame, but by our ability to live according to our values, take responsibility for our lives, grow through experience, learn from failures, and focus on problems that provide meaning and satisfaction. In short, the book teaches that life is not about avoiding pain or pursuing perfection. It is about selecting the struggles and concerns worth our attention, freeing ourselves from societal pressures and expectations, living honestly with ourselves, taking responsibility for our lives, using failure as a tool for growth, and concentrating on what brings genuine meaning and inner fulfillment. Indifference, according to Mانson, means awareness, wisdom, and the ability to separate what is important from what is trivial, wisely using our mental and emotional resources to create a life of freedom, independence, and psychological satisfaction.